Hey guys, what's going on? We should be starting the stream now. So today is the last stream of the week. I tried to do a stream 7 days in a row. Unfortunately, I think I missed 2 days, so we only ended up doing 5 streams. But it's been fun. It's been a blast. Hey Blobbin, what's going on? Everybody that's here, you know, just chat. We'll have some chats. I want to try to make this just a nice, fun, casual stream today. So hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. Hopefully the music is good, and hopefully you can hear me fine. But yeah, so this is going to be the final stream of the week. But I do want to do these more often. I do want to do these consistently, maybe once a week, every Sunday or something. Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, 5 streams is a lot. Yeah, it is. It's been pretty tiring. But you know, the reason I can't do the last stream is because, sorry, I'm just making sure everything's good. Basically, I have a lot to do. I'm going to show you guys a little thing here. I'm going to show you the list that I created last night of everything that I need to get done for the game up until I start contacting publishers and press. I got to remake the trailer completely, do it like way better. The original trailer is very bare bones and it's just not the best, but I'll show you guys the list real quick. You probably won't be able to see it too well, but okay. If you guys can see, there's like a lot of stuff that needs to get done. But anyway, that's fine. Today, we are probably not going to do any of those things. A lot of it is just polishing up the game. So I'm going to be redesigning all the particles in the game to make them look much better. I'm going to be adding light sources, better light sources, and just more overall environment effects to the game and to the world. So a lot of that stuff is going to help a lot. But also a huge thing that we're doing is we're actually going to be creating a new mode, which is going to be like the main mode for the game. So right now you guys can, I'm just going to hop in the game just for anybody that hasn't seen the game or anything. But right now you can play with the stock mode, and it works fine. It functions fine, but the problem is because it's a simple casual fighting game with not a lot of controls and all that stuff, playing with just like a couple power-ups and a stock mode is like, it's fun. I still enjoy it. I think you can still have a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with more than 2 people. If you're playing 4 people, it can get pretty chaotic. But also, yeah, there's a lot of glitches right now, guys. But yeah, I'm working on some new backgrounds, as you can see. So that's what I did last night. But yeah, so, you know, the basic thing behind it is that you have like your health and you have lives, and once you get to 0 lives, then the game is finished when there's only 1 player left. The only problem is, yes, I'm going to keep the mode in for the people that just want to play a casual whatever thing, but the problem with this is it's just not, there's not enough going on to create like an interesting game. With something like Smash Bros has a lot of like controls and attacks that you can do and different characters and all this stuff. So in itself, the game is just a very enjoyable game. So you can play no items, 3 stocks, and have a ton of fun. But the problem with a more casual game like this is you kind of have to create half the fun from the combat and the gameplay, but the other half from the actual concept of what you're doing. So I'm going to be spending the next few days really trying to bang out an amazing idea for like a main mode. I'm kind of thinking about keeping very short burst rounds, kind of like, you know, like 30-second rounds of each mode, and then like maybe like three rounds or something in a given match or something. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing stuff like that. the huge thing is just adding the environments and stuff. When I add like all the lighting and particle effects and stuff, the game is going to look obviously much better. I'm going to change around all of the particles in the game. As you can see, this little like dust particle is going to get reworked to look much better. But then also like attacks and stuff. The particles are okay, but they're just, I can do so much better. And I think I'm starting to understand how to do that, how to make things look much better. So that's going to be a pretty huge thing that's added. But anyway, that's probably not going to happen today. I'll be obviously doing more devlogs as the game goes. And you guys will see the process of that. But today, I think what we want to do is fix up the background a little bit more. That's what I was doing last night, was creating some backgrounds, which I can show you, I guess. So I'm actually going to keep the dungeon background is actually fine. I think the biggest thing with the dungeon is I'm actually going to be adding, first of all, a dynamic lighting thing. So basically the entire dungeon is going to be dark, and there will be like torches and stuff like that around the map, lighting up most of the area. But it's just creating light sources, I think, is going to add a huge thing to this level. But I think that the level itself and the sprites are fine, but for these, anything that has to do with outside, you'll see that it actually doesn't have a background, and that's because I'm actually drawing a background using the camera. But yeah, so here, I'll just show you. They're pretty much the same, but they have slight differences. But this is the Windy Valley one. So I think it looks pretty nice. Everything is separated into different layers, so I can actually kind of play around with that. But yeah, so this is kind of the main background for that stage, which you can see in my thumbnail. And then I created a variation on this for the Wizard's Forest, which is kind of, I got rid of the mountains, changed around some things, like shifted things to the opposite side, and I just slightly changed some things, but for the most part it's the same background because they're kind of both like the foresty theme thing. I added in some stars for like a starry sky, stuff like that. So there are slight differences, but for the most part these are kind of the same. And then we have a town map. I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited to start working on this map because I think that I think it looks really pretty. Just like this town in the background. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, so this map, for example, as you can see in the back here, how there's like bridges and broken bridges and stuff like that. I want to go with this theme, broken buildings and stuff like that. And I want to basically create like 2 towers on either side of the map, and then a bridge kind of going between the two, to create a basic map. But yeah, again, that's not going to happen right away, but I do want to get this next map out before early access launches in mid-November. Thank you guys. Wiener, welcome. I don't think we've ever seen you before here, but yeah, welcome guys. Thanks guys, it means a lot. I feel like my backgrounds are getting much nicer, but still working on some stuff. I think I might be able to do a little bit better than this, but I think it's good for now. I think that it's just a very basic idea of what a valley would look like. Okay, so what I think I want to do, because it's funny, I'm gonna go back into the game real quick before I start actually coding. I just want to get you guys caught up to everything that I'm thinking about and working on. What I'm going to be working on in the next couple of weeks. How do you learn what I do? Well, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been making devlog series on Shield Shock and most of the development of the game, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. A lot of it is sped up, or skipping a lot of the coding and stuff, because obviously people aren't going to want to watch 16 hours of coding and stuff like that. But I do want to make more. I do want to focus on my YouTube channel more, and work on more like tutorials and stuff like that. The only problem is I haven't been very confident with my abilities So I didn't really want to like put out tutorials on things because I felt like either somebody has already made something that's like better, or like in an explaining way. Like, I don't think that my code for designing a platformer is exactly the best, but you know, I think that I do have a decent amount of knowledge now, and I can actually start, you know, making more helpful videos and stuff like that. But that'll all happen in the next upcoming weeks. I do want to focus on finishing this game. Like, the game, I think, takes priority over YouTube. It's kind of game first, YouTube second, and then everything else after that. Those are my two focuses now, right now. But yeah, so what's weird about the background, and it's things like this that you really have to, it's hard to understand, because when you're not making a game, you just take a lot of these things for granted. But okay, I'm gonna show you something. So this background here, it looks static. No, like I think, to me, this looks like this background isn't moving at all. It's just like a stationary image that was just like placed behind all the objects, just like everything else, and it's just kind of there. But it's not doing that because the camera is so dynamic, and it zooms out, zooms in, you know, moves side to side, all that stuff. So the background is actually getting drawn every frame to resemble, to fit into scale of like what the camera is doing. So technically the background isn't, it's like a stationary background. It's hard to explain, but if you look at it when it's just placed in the background, it looks awful. Everything looks completely 2D, and like it looks like shit. It looks awful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna add a little bit of an effect that the image will scale in and out as the camera zooms in and out. Not as drastically as it normally would, because then again, it's like, it's not really creating realism, because the background is supposed to be very far in the back. So the background shouldn't really change much. Like, I've worked with parallaxing backgrounds, which is obviously when, you know, different things are moving at different speeds because they're different distances apart. It's like the sun doesn't really move in the sky, even though you're moving, because it's so far away that your distance doesn't really change anything. So I'm going to add a slight effect to it to make it slightly move with the camera, but not much, because the background should be a very static thing. But yeah, so that's just something that's like, you know, one of the few things that's like, you would never think about it. I've never thought about it. That something that people would do. I would just assume people put a background in behind the objects. But this is, I think, what a lot of fighting games do, is actually working with the camera. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get to some actual work here. Yeah, the game dev. Yeah, I've been posting to Reddit quite a bit. I'm trying to, you know, get more attention, get more people involved. But yeah, so I guess in behind the scenes for what you were saying, is just follow my channel, and I'm sure I'll start making more content like that and stuff like that, more like of how I actually went about getting my pixel art to where it is and all that stuff, because I've only been doing pixel art for about a year, maybe a little bit over a year. But you know, it's all about finding your style and finding something that works for you. My pixel art doesn't look the same as anybody else's. Like, it's everyone's gonna have their own style for the most part. But okay, so we want to finish up this character. We made the rogue last stream, if you guys remember that. We made the rogue last stream, but we didn't add in his special attack. So we're gonna do that today, and then probably make some more enemies. I don't think that I'll have time to put this guy in the game yet, but we'll work on fixing up these guys, maybe putting in a couple more in the game. And then, yeah. But again, I'm gonna try to stream once a week, but if I don't make it every week, it's because I'm very busy developing this game. I'm going full into it. I dropped my class. I was not having fun in my college program, so I actually dropped out. I'm probably going to be going into game design next year, in in a very good school. I think it's a very good school for anything arts related, but yeah, I dropped out because it wasn't what I wanted to do, and it's not my main focus. So this is my main focus, is getting this game development studio off the ground and making it my full-time actual job. I'm hoping by 2020 to have this studio actually support me so that I can actually live and make games for a living. So obviously it's a goal, and it's something I'm going to have to work really, really hard at. Working, you know, 50 hours a week, just making games, making no income, at least right now. 50 hours, just no income. But, you know, hopefully it'll pay off. I'm going to start contacting publishers and all that stuff. But yeah, let's finish this character. And I think what I want to do, because everybody has a special ability, and the way that you get your special ability is by blocking, because obviously the whole game's based around blocking. So once you block an attack, you'll get your special ability and you can use it anytime you want. I'm going to be adding more effects to make you actually see when you have it. I'm going to make the little header image kind of maybe glow or something. This image that's above your head, I'm probably going to make it shine or something like that. Like I might just do that now, because I feel like a huge complaint that I've gotten is that people don't know when they can use their special ability. It'll come up on the HUD. Normally your HUD's like grayed out, but then it'll actually like lighten up and it'll show that you have the ability. But I feel like a lot of people, you don't really look at the HUD when you're, especially because it's so small, you don't really look at the HUD when you're playing the game. So what I'm going to do is probably just going to do a super basic, super basic thing like this, and then basically just like, whoops, that doesn't work. Hold on, let me read what you guys are saying. I agree completely with what you're saying, Wiener. What a funny name. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking about doing some kind of like particle effect coming off of this. Probably doing both, like adding a shine and adding like little like embers kind of like floating off. I don't want it on the actual player because there's a lot of particles on your player already. So I think that just doing something to the little header that's always above your character is good enough. But yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. You know, it takes a lot of guts to really go for what you want to do in life. And, you know, I found that I want to create games. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going for. But yeah, it definitely does take a lot of, you're going to fail, you're going to try and fail. And so it's going to take a lot of your time, but I'm still young. So I'm kind of using that to my advantage where I have that time to fail. I'm living on, well, I'm living with people, but I'm not living with my parents. So I still have to, you know, to some extent pay like rent and, you know, food and stuff like that. Thankfully, I'm getting help from my parents as they kind of, they don't live where I live anymore. So they are helping me pay for some stuff, but obviously I do have to pay for things. So it's a little bit of a struggle to do this, but honestly, I feel like it's worth it if I just have little part-time jobs on the side that I work at to be able to pay for everything, putting the rest of my time into really trying to get this thing off the ground and make this my job instead. I think that's my main focus right now. And you're going to have a lot of people that don't understand that doubt you or think that you're not going to make it, or, you know, whatever it is. But honestly, at the end of the day, the only opinion that really matters is your own. And if you think that you can make it, and if you think that you can do it, then you just have to go for it. But yeah, I mean, obviously if you're a bit older and you know, you're starting a family and all that stuff, you have to have a stable, a stable life. But, you know, I'm fortunate to be starting this early So I have a little bit more time to do that. But yeah, so I'm probably going to do something kind of like this. Kind of. I might split this into two different things here. Where's the diagonal? There we go. Okay, there we go. But yeah, what's going on, guys? What are you guys doing today? I always ask you, what's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? How is everyone doing? I am actually a lot less stressed than I have been. I've been very stressed because obviously there's a lot of deadlines coming up to do with this game and things to do. But you know what? Now I'm just having fun. I'm taking my time. And I have a lot of motivation now, so yeah, I want to make this smaller, so let's Oh, that's cool, man. Are you I know that you use GameMaker too, so are you going to actually put that on like the marketplace? I've never actually used the marketplace, but I know it's a thing. I don't know if other people use it, but it'd be cool if you put it on the marketplace for other people to use, whether you make it a premium thing or free. But yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I love having fellow GameMaker people now. It's very nice. Oh, that doesn't. Let me redo that. But yeah, that sounds good. I don't know if Blobbin's still here, but Blobbin, if you're still here, I don't know what you're working on. If you're still working on your app or, you know. Okay. There's a quick shine. Quick little shine. So I'm thinking about kind of doing something like that. And then adding little particles kind of coming off of it. I actually might use the other software today. I might show you guys what the other software looks like. How I make some of the particles. All of my, like majority of my particles I create in GameMaker using like the particle system. But some of my particles that are like more advanced and more just like visual effects, I'll actually use an outside app that allows me to create particles. So I'm probably going to do that now. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that. But it's gonna be kind of weird because I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it like offset from right here, kind of create like an origin point, and then it'll just like kind of fly out in like a cone. But I want to try to do something like that. So I think that looks good. I think that's good. So we're just gonna... Actually, that really sucks. I should have done this on a different layer. Guys, I'm really dumb. I should have done this on a separate layer. So we're gonna attempt to do that now. Well, this chat is very lively today. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't think I can read all your comments. I think this is going to be the first day that I can't read every single comment. I'm going to try. But I also don't want to be reading for like, you know, a solid 2 minutes and then people think that the stream is super boring. Okay, I'm going to try though. That's awesome, man. I'm glad that everything that you code is your own. If I use layers? Yeah, I use layers, but today I'm stupid and I didn't use layers. All right. Well, again, I'm going to try my absolute best to read all the comments and interact with you guys like I do every stream. But just in case I don't, please feel free to talk to each other, because I love when people in the community talk to each other. It's a lot of fun, and I like seeing other people interact. Yeah, this is super bootleg. I'm sorry. But sometimes it'd be like that. Oh, okay. Last one. But I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing okay. All right, that should work now. It's still going to be the same thing. And then we can just... I don't know what the best way to do this is. I think what I'm going to do is probably just... Okay, I already have all of them, except for the one. Okay, I'm just going to... Actually, I don't know if this is going to work. I might just have to redo it because they have different sizes. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Because look, this one's wider because player 2, it's wider. I think all of them except for player 1 are wider. So I might just do the same thing, but do this with players 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let's get back to doing what we were doing, I guess. I know this is very random stuff to be doing, but you know, this is what I feel like I want to work on right now. So just something casual. That way I can still be focusing on what you guys are saying and interacting with you guys. But I'm still getting work done. So but yeah, I really want to start doing those particles. I think it'll be cool, and I think you guys will be interested in looking at that to see how I create the particles. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's one of my favorite particles in the game, but it's something that I had to create with that extra particle thing. So I did not do this by hand. I did not animate 180 frames of this, but it's technically something I created because, you know, using a particle creator with different parameters and stuff. So technically I created it, but technically I did not. I just need to see, just so I can be consistent, I need to see how many frames I use. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, this is going to be too much. That's too much. So hopefully something like that works better. Hopefully. I'm just hoping that we have enough frames here to fill everything. Hey, what's up? Hey. I don't know if you guys remember my brother from a couple streams ago, but you know, we both live in the basement, so he might be passing by sometimes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of the particles too. I think they look good. So we'll try to create some new ones today. We got 4 right now. This isn't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to remake this as well. Hey man, how's it going? Welcome. How's life been? We're just creating some random things today. We're just doing some random miscellaneous easy to do things today. That's what today is. Oh, that scared me for a sec. I thought that I was on the wrong layer. Grading schoolwork? That's cool. Do you do like a co-op at an elementary school or something? Because I'm pretty sure you said you were in school. Oh, you know what? I got a better way of doing this. There we go. And then just get rid of that. Okay, it's looking better. It's looking cleaner. And we'll just do one more right here. Is that good? Yep, that looks good. So that's what we're gonna use for the most part. And how many frames? 2 after and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before. I think that's a good speed. There we go. And boom. Oh, you're a TA? I thought, how does that work? I thought you said you were like 16. How does that work? How old are you? Okay, wait, hold on. How old are you in grade? Isn't 16 like grade 11? So are you teaching people above your grade? I'm confused. Thank you, man. I think it looks okay. Looks pretty good. So we're just gonna copy that now, because I think these 3 all have the same. Yeah, they do. They have the same background. So all I have to do is just grab these sprites. But because it's 6 sprites, I can't hold 6 sprites in my in my brush. So I got to use the first 5 and then go over it with the other ones. Okay, wait, hold on. How many frames is that? 16. Okay, let's grab 16 frames. Or 13 frames, sorry. I didn't count. Whatever. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's the first one. There. That should be enough frames. Okay. I got you. I see what you're saying now. Where did this go? Uh-oh. I don't know how this is supposed to look. I think I messed up here. Alright, I think it's going to be easier if we just grab these frames and put it into here. I think that's going to be easier. There we go. We're done. Boom. Look at that. Player 3. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. It's totally finished. This is so messy. This is so messy. But you know what? Nobody else is going to see this. The only people that are going to see this is me and you guys. You guys are the only ones that know about this. That I'm technically doing objects on different layers in different animations. But you know what? That's okay. The only thing that matters is the finished product. Okay, and last one. You know, if it works, it works. That's how I see it. If it works, it works. The music level's okay. I feel like there's some actual good music happening today. So I wouldn't want you guys to miss on that. I don't know. You can let me know if I need to turn it up or not. Okay, there we go. Boom. Done. So we got the shine for everybody, all the players. So now what we got to do is we just got to do the tiniest little code in the header object, and we just got to say in the create event, we're gonna say image speed is gonna be defaulted to 0 and image index equals 0. All right, sorry about that, Blobbin. I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll try to start streaming earlier. It's just hard with the different time zones. Because for me right now, it's like I've only been up for a couple hours, so you know. I'm almost done the meditation challenge, the 30-day meditation challenge. So maybe I can go back to an easier morning routine. All right, man. See ya. Good luck with your sleep and your whatever you're doing. All right, so we're gonna default these to 0 for now, and then we're gonna say what are we gonna say? We're gonna say special attack. We're just adding in a little comment so I don't get confused. 7 p.m. Okay, that's not a bad time. 7 p.m. is pretty good. It's 1 p.m. for me, so you know. I went to sleep pretty late last night, so I've only been up for a few hours. I'm gonna try over the next few days to get my sleeps back in a proper place. I want to start going to bed again at like 9:30, and then waking up for 6 a.m. But so far, I've been getting up at like 9:30 every day. And whenever I do that, I'm so groggy. So I'd rather just go to sleep super early and get up super early. Have more energy for the day. Okay. Special attack, we're gonna say if player one's, how do I, what is the, let's just type in spell, see if anything comes up. Mobility spell. I think that's what it is, but we're gonna double check just to make sure. But yeah, I do want to start making more videos. So I know I've been doing these like daily streams, but that's not gonna like take place of the videos. It's just something that I wanted to do for you guys, to apologize to you guys for not making content in a very long time. But I am excited to start making more videos, higher quality videos. Where is it? I think it's in the begin event. No, maybe the end event. Okay. So this is blocking mobility spell. If if you're using the mobility key, and mobility spell is true, so it's mobility spell, and we're making sure that it is true. I guess we could grab both of these just in case. And okay, is that good? I think we're good here. Oh, no, we're not. But yeah, this is the first time I'm still on my laptop today. Honestly, the laptop's what I mainly use to do all my coding and stuff. But I'm on my laptop today, but I'm at my desk, so I'm not in my room today. This is the first day of streaming that I'm not in my room. That's why I keep looking like over at the camera, kind of, because like the live chat is on the laptop, which is my webcam right now. So I'm sorry if I keep staring into your souls, but you know, trying to read the comments. No, I did not know that. But yeah, you can let me know. Are they in that Discord channel that you created? Oh, actually, I think so. I don't think they ever got back to me. I think I told them like that we could try to work something out and just personal message me. I don't think they ever did. You know, people get busy, so I'm not, you know, I don't expect an answer in like a day. But yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'm actually gonna redo all the music in the game. I think that the game is kind of going in a different direction, so the music doesn't really fit. I think I can do better. But I just want to see how much money I can raise from this pre-sale, so that because the more money that's raised for the game, I'm going to put it back into the game for professional music, artwork, marketing, all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking about hiring somebody, but if you have somebody that is interested in working with me already, that's awesome. And I'd love to talk to them more about it. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna say image speed is 1, and that should be good. And then we'll just say else. So if both of these parameters are not met, then we're gonna say image speed equals 0, and we're gonna reset it back to image index equals 0, just so that it doesn't stop on like on the shine effect or anything. It'll reset back. I think that's it. I think that's all we need. So we're just going to copy this code and place it into the other events here. And then we'll create the little particles. Are you saying that you can do music? Oh no, you're saying you can do art stuff? Yeah, I think for now the art is fine. In terms of like, here I'm gonna whip up the Steam page here. This is the first day that I haven't plugged my game. So hopefully you guys can see this. Let me put it on screen now. You guys should be able to see the Steam store page for Shield Shock now. I actually just made this today when I was making the thumbnail for this stream. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I made one similar to it, but using the Wizard's Forest, and I created a little backdrop. I'm probably going to redo this again. I've changed this main image like 7 times, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks good like that. I don't think it looks like unprofessional or anything. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to keep that. I think that looks okay. I'm going to have to rework this one as well, because when you type it in, this thing comes up, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I think that the one that is there looks better. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I might change it. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, make sure to go in the description and wishlist Shield Shock, so we can get everybody in on the action as soon as that game goes live. Did I add the air dodge? No, one of the characters in the game, the soldier character, he just has a dodge. That's his mobility spell. So not everybody has a dodge, but that's because I'm staying away from that. I don't want all the characters to dodge, because the whole point of the game is I want to push blocking. So I'm going to be adding in more mechanics to really push the boundaries of making players play defensively, as in like using the block, but I'm not like forcing people to like keep the block. That's why I added in the stamina bar, because people would, you know, you just kind of hold the block down and then wait for the other person to shoot, and then you shoot, and then they block or they get hit. Like, it was just really bad. So I had to add in the stamina bar, so you're actually paying attention to when you're blocking and, you know, doing it more precise. But all right, let's finish this up, and then I want to do these particles. I think it'll be fun creating some particles on stream. Okay. So that's all good. I think that's good. Let's just test it out super quick. Then we're gonna head into, I'll show you guys what program I use and how I create the more complex particles. I can't use these particles for everything because, for example, projectiles that need particles, the particles are happening in real time, whereas these are kind of particles that I create and export as sprites. So it would be like a sprite animation. But when I want to create actual randomized particles and stuff like that, I have to use, I guess, the built-in system that's offered in the game. But yeah, just know that all of these places are going to look much better. This background is going to be taken out, and I want to add like particles like coming out of the floor, and making it seem kind of more like an energy type environment, and stuff like that. But all right, let's just go into here. What did I have to test again? Oh, I'm testing the block thing. Okay. Playing this game by yourself is pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. So right now, he's got a little shine because he has his special ability. So I think already it looks better. I'm probably gonna slow it down, add in a few more frames to that, because I think it happens way too much. It's like so in your face. But I think it looks good. And then let's use it. If I can figure out how. There we go. We used it, and now it no longer will do the shine effect because we used our effect. I think that's good. That works. It's simple. Wait, hold on. Let's see if it works for player 2. Wrong person. There we go. Okay, and we do have the shine. So it does work. It does work. And then we're going to use his special ability. Bang. And it's gone. So it does work. That's cool. So let's expand on that, and we'll add in the particles. So I'm just going to search. All right, I can't search it. So you guys are going to see my ugly desktop right now. That means that we're close because you guys are seeing my horrendous desktop. I can't find anything on here. Where is it? There it is. Pixel FX Designer. There we go. I gotta log into Steam. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I'm on my developer account or if I'm on my casual account that I made like 10 years ago. All right, let me see. Sorry, I just gotta enter in a Steam guard thing. Okay, there we go. Should load up now. We're gonna create some particles. So again, as I said, there's like two different particle things that I use. One's in Game Maker, one's not in Game Maker. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. So what I want to do is I want to create something kind of like down here, and it's going to shift upwards. So let's see what we can do here. We're gonna use some gravity and what, negative gravity? Nope. Hold on. Say something like that. Because it's 270. It's 270, right? 270 is vertical. So we'll just reverse that, negative gravity, and there we go. So we're gonna start on this now. For some reason, this is lagging pretty hard. Oh, you know what I can do? Is I can turn my YouTube streaming music down to a lower quality because I'm just using it for sound. Because it's playing at 1080p right now. It's probably not the smartest thing to do. Alright, let's go back to these particles. So that's like very intense. Let's slow that down. I don't think I want to sorry, I can't speak. Add an attractor, but we'll see. Maybe, nope. Whoa, chill, relax. No, I don't really want to. We're gonna get rid of that. How do I get rid of this? I don't know how to get rid of I don't know how to use this program. I haven't used it much. But whatever, let's just get the thing back to 0. Alright, we're gonna do a very basic thing. I don't want to do any kind of complex. Let's see here. Do I want this thing to get smaller? What are the particles for? Right now I'm going to be designing particles for that. Kind of looks pretty cool actually. The only problem is it's super small. But I kind of like that. Also, I'm looking at the pixel one. I don't want this particle render. I want the pixel render because the game's in pixel art. So, okay, let's see what we can do with colors first of all, because right now it's very in your face. We'll have it kind of go to a dark color when it's done. And something like that doesn't look too bad, honestly. Do I want to increase the speed, decrease the speed? Maybe decrease the speed. And then I think I want to increase this to make it wider. We're just playing around. Honestly, I have no actual idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of going with the flow, seeing what I can do. And then what are burst particles? I don't even know what half the shit is on this. We can actually emit particles when it dies, but you know, we're not going to do that. Let's see how crazy that is. Midlife emit, that might be kind of cool. That's pretty that's pretty cool actually. Can we, yeah, we can make this wider so it actually has a bigger spawn radius. So what if we just like increase that way up and then get rid of... Oh. I think we're onto something here. I think we're onto something. Okay, and then we're gonna increase this again. I think we're gonna just increase gravity as a whole. And then go lower so it's wider. Because I want it to be like a cone. And right now it's not much of a cone. So I want to decrease this. Maybe to like 35. And then just increase this even more. I'm just doing it by 5 right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that looks too bad. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Does it look a little weird? It isn't. It's a good program because it can get a lot done, and there's a lot you can do with it. Like you can add more layers. You can add up to 10 total layers. So this is just using one. But I want to see if we can do some other things with this. So first of all, let's try to increase that. Maybe decrease this, maybe. Tighten up the back. The back. What do you mean by the back? Also, welcome. Welcome, Circuits. How's it going? Nice to see new faces. What if we change this from circles? That looks like crap. We're gonna not do that. But triangles might be cool. Triangles might be cool. Diamonds looks pretty good. I really don't want to spend too much time on this, but at the same time, it's so much fun. Having a blast over here. Wide to thin. Yeah, I'm going from like thin to wide. I want it to kind of cone out. Yeah. So I need to like bring this in more, and then I'm gonna increase gravity more again. It looks like a tornado. Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, it does. But that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Hold on. Let me decrease this a bit, or make it wider. And holy shit, gravity is going crazy. I don't like the diamonds though. Maybe triangles. I think triangles are pretty cool. How does the circles look again? I don't know. Okay, wait, hold on. That's too much. I don't know. Does that look okay? I think for now I'm going to leave that as it is. And then I'll probably revisit it, but I just want to see it in game and see how that works. So let's just increase this to 180 frames, I guess. So we can do 3 cycles of it. Okay. Now we're gonna do what, 240? Okay, and then we're gonna render this. We're gonna see how it looks. Actually, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good, guys. I think it needs to be a little bit wider. And again, I'm looking at the pixel render, not the triangle. You think triangle looks better? Okay. All right. I'll take your word on it. I think I want to increase that though. Hold on. That looks awful. Oh, you know what it is? It's the color. I don't like this color. This color is crap. Get rid of this. Gets too dark. Maybe that? Nope, 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 nope. That looks worse. Now it's just going all over the place. Hold on, we gotta fix this. Oh, you like the diamonds? Let me see the diamonds again. Yeah, I don't know. I do like them. The only problem is I don't like how they're like... I don't like how they are getting so small. But I don't like... This is a tough decision, but we're gonna have to stop because this is just going on way too long. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. At least for now, I'm done. I'm sorry, but it's gonna have to be how it is. Then we're gonna do something like that, and we're gonna make this fully red. That's gonna look better, I think. I think it's kind of intentional. I don't know. It kind of looks like it's like swirling or something. I like it. We're gonna keep it. Real quick, I'm gonna check if I like circles better. Actually, you know what we haven't seen? Rectangles. Oh my god, that looks awful. Well, I mean, it doesn't look awful, but it looks more like fire. But like a bad fire. Like I can do way better fire than that. That looks like shit. Oh yeah? Yeah, I get that. I get that. I think I see what you're talking about. But yeah, we're gonna go with diamonds. Look at it. It looks like it's like fading in the wind or something. All right. We are done. I just clicked by accident. I don't know what it was at. Hold on, let's do the math here. 270, so that's gonna be 30, 25. All right, so 55 down. Flames? Yeah, does it look like flames? Kind of looks like flames. I said 55 down, right? So it should be at 215. Am I stupid? Am I bad at math? I don't think so. I think that's correct. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's just render this. Let's get this in the game. We spent too much time on this. But honestly, it's fun, so it's like, it's not a waste of time. It's just trying to get the best thing possible. Okay, so we're gonna export, and we're gonna export this as a PNG. Actually, before we do that, let's save this as a new thing. And we're gonna do header FX. That's good, and we're gonna save this PNG by, we're gonna save it by frame, I think. And we're gonna do player one header. That should be good. There we go. And then all we have to do is just change the color. Grab this, put this to blue. That looks weird. I made a mistake, unfortunately. Whoops. There we go. There we got the blue one. Blue one going. And then we don't need to save that. Whoops, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. That's my fault. That's my bad. But whatever, we're gonna export this as a PNG, and we're gonna say P2 header, and then we're gonna get rid of all of those other frames. Let me do that quick. I'm just doing it on my side screen, so I don't think you guys can see it right now. But I just want to get rid of all of these. Oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot of frames. All right. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to export all of them on the same file. And then I can actually split that up in the import later. But let's go back. Actually, I guess we can just use this and do it again. So we're gonna go color, and we're gonna bring color to there. And then we're gonna go here and bring the color all the way up. Render that again. I hope it looks good in game. I'm really hoping it does. That one looks so different for some reason. Like, yellow is such a weird color because it's such a bright color that it always looks different from everything else. All the other colors are like very similar in their like how bright they are, but yellow is just a bright color, so it always looks different. But what are you gonna do? I feel like I should have made it blue, red, purple, and green for the characters. I love purple. Oh yeah, I'm actually wearing a purple sweater right now. I think this is the first time in the last like 5 streams that I haven't worn my black sweater. I love that sweater so much. And yes, I do wash it, but I love that sweater. I wear it a lot. Okay. I think that the gravity's too high, actually. I think if I end up changing this, I'm gonna make the gravity lower, because the gravity is really, really high. Yeah, I think the green one looks really nice. Who knows? I might even use this. I might actually not end up using this as the particle for the effect over top, because honestly I think that there's way too much happening. It's going to be covering the entire header image. So what I might do is, if it doesn't look good, I might actually end up using this as the fire coming out of the ground. But yeah, hold on one sec. Okay, but yeah, so I might actually end up using this as the fire, because in the fire map, there's little fire particles that come up, but they look pretty bad. So we might actually end up using that as the new particles for the fire. We'll see. But honestly, I think everything's placeholder. I'm just trying to get a basic idea down so I know what I'm doing. All right, so we're gonna pause this for now. I'm probably going to go back and create more particles later, but for now we're going to stop that and go back to GameMaker, and we're going to import this. So let's just duplicate this for now so we don't get rid of our progress, just in case. And we're going to import all of these images. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. No, no, no. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Import from strip. Uh-oh, where is it? Pixel FX, and player 1. And we're going to go 64, I think. I think it's a 64 by 64 canvas. And then we're gonna say how many rows is it? It is this many rows. And oh, it doesn't tell me how many. That's unfortunate. Let's do some guesswork. How many frames is it? 180? Or is it more? Holy crap, what happened? I guess it's a 128 canvas. That doesn't seem right. What size canvas is this? $400 by 400. Hello? So I guess it technically it's a 100 by 100 because it's a scale of 4. Yeah, I figured it out. How many frames is it? 240? Nope, 300. 300? Whatever. I think I did 260 maybe for some reason. No, we did 240. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, let's put that in the game. Boom. Let's see that. And we're gonna run that in real time, which is 60 frames per second. It's gonna look something kind of like that. Kind of like that. And then boom, we just grab a random frame when it starts dying down, and we're just gonna start deleting from here. Because I don't want these end frames, I want it to infinitely loop. So we're gonna get rid of all those end frames, and we're gonna get rid of these start frames. That should work. And there we go. Boom, done. It's not perfect, but it's a start. It's something. And then what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna test real quick. Let's just put that in the room. Oh no, that's not gonna work. All right, we gotta just test it in game. I was gonna see if I could just like test it as an example. Just like place it down like that, and put this. Oops, wrong layer. I think that'll look okay. I think we might use it. If we don't use it, I'll use it for, what's it called? I'll use it for the fire. So it'll get used in some aspect. If it is fire though, there's a few things that I need to change to make it look more like fire. Because it's not really supposed to be fire, it's just supposed to be like a shiny thing. I don't even know. But yeah, how's everybody doing? What are you guys up to? I don't even know. I'm gonna just say energy. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to call this thing. We're gonna say P1 energy. That's what we're gonna say. Okay. Still grading. Well, good luck with that. I'm happy that you're watching the last stream. Again, this is the last stream of the week, last daily stream. So I'm glad that you guys are here watching the final stream. And you know, we're just talking, having fun. That's cool, man. I love to see that. That sounds interesting. Jesus. That's who I'm referring to right now. Okay, so let's put that origin point. We're gonna say right here, I think. Nope. Probably right here. Is that a good origin point? Maybe 1 over. Think that looks okay. Nope. I like it better there. Okay, that's good. Let's leave that. Nope, not play, please. Don't play. Don't play. Although, we're gonna have to fix this. We're gonna have to do a lot of trial and error because this sprite is actually, its origin point is way down here. So let's just get an example. So right now we're at 55, 28. So we'll say like around 25 pixels. So if this one is double the size, wait, hold on. Which one? No, this is going to be half size. So instead of doing 25, we'll do something like, we'll do like 13 down. We'll just put it at 110. How's that? We'll put it at 110. Oh, never mind. I'm doing it the other way around because this object is going to have to get shrunk down 1. So therefore it should be double, right? So how many did I do? 13? I think I did 13. So we'll just put it at 123. We'll put it at 122, call it a day, see how that looks. So then all we have to do is go into our header object and say that if this parameter is happening, we're going to actually put this, because it actually doesn't really matter. We can put this in the draw event, which is not good. Should probably not do this. Makes everything weird. But technically a draw event is still a step event. So we're going to put it in the draw event, and then we're going to say draw sprites. We should be good with just draw sprite, right? I think so. Oh no, we can't use that. What's this thing called? P1 energy. We're gonna have to do draw sprite. I think draw sprite ext. And then we're gonna have to create a new what's it called? A new variable. We're gonna have to create a new variable, sub image, and some image is gonna equal image index. I think no, that doesn't work. We'll just have it equal 0, and then we're basically just gonna count. So we're gonna say, while this stuff is proper, we're gonna say sub image plus equals 1, and then we just gotta add in a few things, and we gotta just say if sub image is greater than or equal to, I think it's 100. For now, we'll just keep it at 99 for now. I'll do a better number. We'll do 90. We'll do 90 frames for now. Just see if this works. So if it's less than or equal to 90, it'll add 1 sub image, and then we'll just, instead of doing an else, we'll just be safe, and we'll just do if some image is greater than or equal to, we'll just do if sub image is greater than 90, then sub image will equal 0, and it'll reset back to 0 and count up again. So yeah, that should work. I don't think it affects it that it's in a draw event. I don't think it matters. Then we're gonna do X, Y, because that's our current X and Y, and then scaling is gonna be 0.5. At least it should be. We're going to do 0 rotation, -1 for color, which is basically like white. It's just the default. And we're going to do 1. Actually, that's probably going to be lower. I think we're going to start with like a 0.75 transparency, like 75% opaque. And we'll see how that looks. I don't know if this is going to work, but it should work. It should work. All right, let's work it out. And then obviously I just test everything with player 1 first, just so I know that it looks okay and everything looks fine and whatever. Because I don't want to do it with all 4 players and then I have to change this, this, and this. Oh yeah, I did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I forgot when you create a draw event. Because by default, draw self is like, that's the default like draw event that doesn't exist. But when you create a draw event, it'll actually overwrite that draw self code. Thank you for the catch, Wiener. All right, let's get this in. Let's get this in game. I love having fellow game maker creators. I love you guys. 99% of people, okay, maybe not, but like 80% of people use Unity, and like I'm gonna start learning Unity more like advanced stuff, because right now I'm very basic in Unity. I haven't used it much at all because I've just been focusing on creating pixel art games, and honestly, Game Maker is 100% okay with the creating pixel art games. But yeah, just like everybody uses Unity, so it's not a whole lot of people, you know, using Game Maker. So I appreciate it. All right. We messed up, but it is working. It's still in game. And then what if we use our special ability? Right now we don't have a special ability on the rogue. That was the one character that I shouldn't have used, and I used him anyway. Okay, so why is that not working? Oh, that's because I'm trying to draw it to. Okay, let's just do -6. Add the company name. Yeah, I'm going to add a little splash art thing more than likely, before the game starts. How did I make it? I was gonna actually do a video on that. I don't really know how I created it. I kind of just did whatever. I don't know. I'll try to explain it when it comes up. But yeah, that's an interesting question. I've actually never had somebody ask me about that. Technically it's all coded. So I'm just basically scripting out characters to do a certain thing. So I'm having him move, and then once he hits a certain point on the screen, he'll change his animation to be the block up, and then I have the blocks fall. So I'm using a lot of in-game things that I've already like done, like gravity and stuff like that. But then I'm basically just like, I'll try to show you. Hold on, let me show you. I'm so happy that you're interested. Here, I'll try to show you the best that I can. So basically what I did, yeah, they're separate objects. As you can see here, I have object animation things. So like this animation soldier. So basically he's gonna start, and he's gonna start in a position in the room, which is basically like 80 pixels off of the screen. Which I guess this is completely useless. I could just technically just say -80, but for some reason I decided to do this. But you know what? It works, so I'm gonna keep it. I know it doesn't actually do anything because you're basically saying 1 - 1 -80. But you know, whatever. So I'm setting up like his horizontal speed, if he's blocking, stuff like that. And then basically in here I have code to say basically like if he's blocking, that means that his animation, his sprite index will equal block run up. and stuff like that. So like technically it's all being coded, and then I just have these collision markers. So basically this one, when he collides with it, blocking will equal true. So then he'll start blocking above his head. And then these letters are all coded as well. That's why they're randomly just placed in the room. They're actually like over here and here and here and here, whatever. But you know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so a lot of it is just coded. But anyway, back to the game. Thank you for asking. I spent a little bit of time on that. Then obviously just have the basic shine and particles and stuff. But yeah, let's get in game and let's not use the rogue. The rogue is the only character we can't use because he doesn't have a special ability. We were supposed to do that today, but we got really caught up in other things. So we might not be able to do that today. But I think I know what I want to do for his thing. So, oh, I love how glitchy this is right now. It's so beautiful, don't you think? Okay. What am I testing? I forget every time. Okay. Everybody block and release. There we go. So technically it's working, but it needs to be offset way up. But I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not under it or anything yet, but I think the effect itself will look good. And I think that the sizing is proper. So let's just move this thing up. Let's move it up. Which I guess we just change the offset on this. I just have no idea. I'm literally just doing guesswork here, which is horrible. You should never do guesswork. You should always do proper calculated things. But I just want to sample it for you guys. I just want to show you what it looks like. So, you know, I think I'm also going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Oh, never mind. I can't. Okay, we're going to leave it. Okay. Yeah, man. It is pretty simple, and I think it's like, I don't know. I think it works. I think it looks good. I was actually thinking about doing a little side series where I actually create pixel art cartoons, and all of it would work through that same mechanic. So it's kind of like creating cutscenes, but like creating an animation video out of it, like an entertainment video. So I'm thinking about doing that, but again, like there's a lot of things going on right now, and there's just like a lot of things that I want to do, but you know, you can't do everything at once or else you're never going to succeed at anything. So my main focus right now is just making this game, finishing this game, releasing content more consistently now, but you know, when I can. And yeah, maybe in the future, if I feel like that's something that I want to do. I almost used the rogue again. I have an addiction to this character. I guess we can play in the magma chamber. Okay. It's almost there. But it's definitely way too fast. Yeah, I know. I don't think anybody has, because it's not a huge program, so I mean, I'm not speaking from, I don't think I'm the most creative person in the world, but yeah, it could definitely work as one. You have your room editor to like set up props and everything, and then obviously, you know, positioning everything in the code. I think it can work, honestly. It would take a lot of time to figure out, but I did a little sample in the intro, so I kind of have already figured out how to do it. But yeah, so I just need to move it up more, but I think that that's actually good. I'm gonna have to slow it down though. I don't like that. So what happens, we might get some errors here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I might make a video on that. We'll just have to see how things go. Yeah, I agree. It's a good program. I think Game Maker Studios 2, they really stepped it up. Like, I used to use the original Game Maker like 10 years ago, and it was pretty crazy. I was also probably just a lot dumber back then too, so I couldn't figure out more complex things with it, but yeah, that's cool. Okay. We might run into an error here, but I want to try testing. If I do this, if I do 0.5, I wonder what will happen. Because you can't technically have a... Oh, and then what I can do is I can just say sub image... I'll just floor it. So I'll say floor sub image. And what flooring is it's rounding. So rounding has 3 different things in Game Maker, but also just, I think that it's just in general like a mathematic thing or a coding thing. I don't know. But basically you have rounding, which is going to round an object. You know, if it's below 0.5, it'll round it down. If it's above 0.5, it'll round it up. And then you have sealing something and flooring something. So flooring, obviously, at any point, whether it's 0.5, 0.6, 0.2, 0.8, it'll always round it down to the closest whole number. So 2.6, 2.2 will always equal 2. And then obviously sealing something is the other way around. It'll always put it to the higher thing. So we're just going to floor this image. So it'll technically... Oh, wait, hold on. That might not work. Okay, we got to put that in a separate object. We got to put that in this so that this isn't actually doing anything. I think that'll work. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm not... Hold on. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. Do you mean like in the room editor? Are you talking about like in the room editor? Because that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that been done before, but okay. And then another thing that I want to do before this stream comes to a close is I want to fix these goddamn dust particles. They're so ugly. Okay. Let's bring everybody nice and close. It does work, so I think maybe doing 0.75 might work. Actually, no. Because that's going to get into some weird things. I think it's too slow. What do you guys think about it half speed? Does that look weirder? It looks kind of weird. For some reason, there's an invisible block here. And I don't know why. I need to fix that, though. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a cool idea, though. I do think it's a cool idea of doing animations inside of Game Maker, using a game engine to make animations. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if this looks weird or not. But it does need to be moved up a little bit more. But I'm going to put it back to 1 and see what that looks like. Oh, I'm gonna do a super quick change and see if this works. So we're gonna take the dust particle, and for some reason I used cloud, which I don't like. I'm gonna just see what circle looks like, and then maybe change some things here. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, I think that the slower speed's better, but I'm gonna test it just in case. Just in case. Also, if anybody is new, we're working on Shield Shock. Just a game that I'm working on in my spare time. Not spare time, not anymore. Now it's my full-time thing. But yeah, we're trying to get this game up. Oh, not circles. Hold on. Oh my god. That looks so bad. That looks so bad. I didn't mean circles. I meant discs. Circles are like actual like circles. I need a sphere. Something that's what it is, right? Disc? Sphere. No, it's disc. I think it's disc. I think it's disc. Bubbly. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I am gonna have a level. I'm actually gonna do some kind of level that's like an oasis. I'm gonna do like an oasis level where there's gonna be like, it's kind of like a sandy desert environment, but it's also like filled with like water and trees, like palm trees and stuff like that. No, that looks so much worse than anything that I've done. Holy, that looks so bad. That is awful. We're gonna put this, I think if I put this down to 0, that'll actually look better. And we'll do 2.5. And then we're gonna lower this. All right. Let's hope for the best here. Let's hope for the best. How do I work on it full time? I'm not trying to be snarky or anything, but it's called, I worked through the summer, made some money, and now I don't need a job. Right now I think, yeah, in total, Shield Shock, I think is still at a 0 balance. So yeah, this still looks awful. I need to keep working on that and fixing that. It still looks awful. But yeah, so technically I have spent $0 making this game and I have made $0 from this game. Obviously that's because I haven't started selling it or anything yet. I haven't started marketing or doing anything. I haven't reached out to publishers, anything like that so far. That'll all happen in time, but let's do a 7.5 to a 0.1 and I don't know. I'm gonna have to draw some inspiration from some other people and see what they're doing with their animations. But yeah, so no, I'm not making anything off of it right now, unfortunately. Still in development. Are we good here? I think we're good. I'll probably just leave it for now, but I just didn't like the clouds. I thought that the clouds look really ugly because they're not like pixels. Actually, that's the problem. Neither are the discs. The discs are not pixel art, and I think that's my problem. So what I might do is use pixel, and then I gotta increase this like way up. I gotta do this like 2 to like 2.5, I think. Pixels are super, super small to work with. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, wait. No. You, I think I saw your name come up. I think you subscribed yesterday. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I'm working on it. My first game I released a Kickstarter. I made about $1,000 from the Kickstarter, and it hasn't really made anything since. I'm working on the story mode. I'm going to be spending the next 2 months. I'm going to be spending November and December developing Shield Shock and my original game Diminutive, which you guys can also check out. It's on Steam, just Diminutive. If you don't know how to spell that, I guess I'll post it in the chat. It's just like a little space game. Right now it only has a versus mode. I'm reworking the whole story mode and all that stuff. So that's going to happen. Both games are going to come out this December. And then once that game comes out, I'm going to be remaking the trailer for both games. So hopefully when I remake the trailers and make them look actually like good, professionally done and all that stuff, and I add in the single player mode for Diminutive, then it'll start to pick up traction again, hopefully. But yeah, so if you want, guys, I don't know how I feel about this. This is a struggle right now. All right, but I'm not going to do any more work on this. I'll fix it at a later time. But we're done working on the little puff particle things, the dust particles. It just know right now it looks pretty bad, but we'll fix it up. We'll make it look good. We'll make it, you know. Hold on, let me read your comments. What is part type sprite? What is that? Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, that's actually smart. That's smart. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. Thank you, Jesus. You just saved my life. That's what you did. You just saved my life. That is so true. And then I can just make a little circle, but have it as a pixelated circle, because right now it's like an actual circle, which looks very unrealistic. That is the smartest idea. That is so true. I think I'm a bit too excited about that. But like, that's exciting. I forgot that that's a thing. It's a local co-op single player game, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before you click away from the video, I mean, it already doesn't look too bad, but yeah, I think that making my own sprite would look much better, because these little squares look really weird. I'll fix it up. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll look good when it's all done. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the game is single player and local multiplayer right now. But I actually figured out a way for you to play local co-op games online. So I'm actually, when the game is coming near to being finished, so soon, hold on, let me see if this thing works, because we're still testing with the thing, right? This thing? Yeah, we're still testing with that. Okay. I think it needs to be moved over 1 or 2. It doesn't look very centered, but I think it looks pretty good like that. I think that when it was half speed, it looked better, and it's probably gonna have to be widened out. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, watch this. Yeah, parsec. I can't remember who said that. I think somebody said that on the last stream. They said that when you use parsec, you can play local multiplayer games online. So I was very intrigued. I was very happy that that person told me that. But yeah, so I downloaded it and I started using it, and it works. It might be, I think that my computer is just like complete ass and it doesn't have the proper graphics card to run it. But when I used it, there was a bit of lag and the game looked a little fuzzy on the person's screen that wasn't hosting the game. The game runs completely fine on the one person's computer. You're just basically, what you're doing is you're taking the game and you're broadcasting it over to the other person in real time and basically sharing your screen and then making their inputs actually work with the game. So you could theoretically use that with any game. You could be playing Nintendo 64 Smash Bros on your computer emulator, and you could be playing it online with friends. So it's nothing that I did to make the game online. It's just that is a thing that is a thing now. So if you're interested in playing with other people, you'd have to just download Parsec and then invite them to your lobby. That's pretty much it. It's very easy to work with. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And what I want to do is, before I get lost in thought, is before the game comes out in early access, mid-November, end of November, I want to host a couple tournaments over on the Discord channel, which if you guys aren't a part of, make sure to join, I guess both. I'm telling people to join both. Join the YouTube Discord. That's where we talk about more like YouTube related stuff, when I'm going to be streaming, if people want to show off their content, all that stuff. That's in the YouTube community. But if you want to join the game development Discord as well, you can do that. That's where obviously I'll post more professional updates only about the game and the game development company as a whole. But I'm going to be adding in a little channel that basically I'll be hosting tournaments, and whoever joins in, whether it's like 4 people that come or 10 people that come or whatever. But we're going to be hosting little tournaments, and the winners of the tournaments, I might try to do like 2 or 3 before the game comes out in early access. And then obviously when the game actually comes out, we'll be doing more of those. But, the winners will get the game for free. So make sure to check out the Discords for that. That's going to be happening soonish, probably early November, first week of November kind of thing. But I got to work on this game. I'm telling you guys, I'm working about 8 to 10 hours, 6 days a week on this game from here on out. This week it's not been like that because I've been doing streaming. So this week I've been prioritizing on YouTube, streaming every day for you guys. When I stream, I can't get as much done as I would like. If the stream's been 2 hours already, it's an hour and 50 minutes in, and I've done probably about 20 minutes of work. Realistically, if I'm working at my full capacity, I have my music on in the background, I'm just like only doing that, that's all I'm doing, this would be like 20-25 minutes of work. So that's why I can't stream my entire process, because if I were to do that, the game probably wouldn't come out until like next summer. But I hope you guys understand that. It's just hard to focus. But okay, let's see. Nope, wrong person. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna slow it down, and then we're gonna make the Y scale. All right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do X scale. Where's the X scale? X scale is going to be 0.55, and then Y scale is going to be 0.45. We'll go with something like that. And then I think we got to make this go up a little bit. Hold on, I'll read your comments in a sec. I think people are messaging. Just trying to get this to work. Oh. And then we're going to slow it down to half speed. I'm glad that I figured that out, though, because I can just use a floor thing. Okay. I think that's good. Hey, man, welcome back. We've just been talking about hosting possible tournaments for the game over on Parsec. I think you were the one that actually suggested that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to give anybody false credit, but somebody, I think last stream, mentioned Parsec. So I downloaded that and I've been using that, testing that out, and it does work with Shield Shock. So you can play online with your friends, but it's just a little bit bootleg because you're not doing it through like a matchmaking thing in the game. You're doing it off of a different program, but I think that's fine. It's kind of like the Hamachi servers in Minecraft, but a little bit more user friendly than something like Hamachi server. But Hold on. Let me read your comments. I think it looks pretty good. It's not perfect. We're gonna have to do some stuff to it, but I think it looks pretty good. I think we're gonna say that's a success for today. So what I want to do for you guys, next time you guys see the Shield Shock game, I want to add lighting. So we're going to be adding like torches, lampposts, possibly like a sunlight in the Windy Valley, like the main like sunny mode. But I want to add a bunch of lighting to make the game look pretty, because the game right now, it looks good, but it doesn't have much lighting. So, and the lighting that it does have is very, very basic and minimalistic. So we're going to do that. We're going to add more particles. I want to fix all of the particles on the attacking, like all the projectiles and the fire in the magma chamber. We're also going to be adding little like embers, little like smoky embers floating from the ground. The Windy Valley is actually going to have wind. So randomly, wind will kind of start happening from any one of the directions, left, right, up, down, and that will affect you in the game. So, you know, if you're moving against the wind, you're going to be moving slower. If you're moving with the wind, you're going to be moving faster. It's going to it's going to affect your projectiles, your movement. If it's blowing up or down, it'll affect your jumping. So I'm excited to do that. I'm really like, I don't want to make a half decent game and put it out to people. I want to make the best game that I can from what I'm working with. And, you know, just really polish up the game, make it look beautiful, make it look pretty, and just like, you know, really give you guys a banger game. But I'm just going to take some time to read some comments. We're going to be ending the stream soon, so I'm just going to read some comments. You guys can talk to me or each other. I don't know if we're going to do any more coding or anything today, but I will mention something. Is the next character that I create, because there's going to be 6 characters for early access launch, which once again is about mid-November, late November. So it's going to be the 5 characters that are in the game now. So Soldier, the Wizard, the Dragon, and the Shifter. And then you got the Rogue, who's going to be one of the 2 unlockable characters that you get through the story mode, or just by playing like a bunch of matches in the versus mode. But there's going to be another character for like a higher tier thing. So this guy you might unlock for beating the first stage in the story mode. But then if you beat all 3 stages, then you'll unlock the other character. And then maybe this guy's like, you have to play 50 matches or beat stage 1. And then the other guy's like, you have to beat 100 matches or beat all stages. In total, because again, the stages are basically the maps, right? So right now there's only 3 maps. The Windy Valley, which you can't really see right now, Dungeon, and the Magical Forest. But when the game fully comes out, there'll probably be about 8 maps, 8 stages. And each stage has about 10 waves in it and a boss. So I'm going to be working on the bosses soon as well. That's going to be hella fun. I'm super excited about that. And so all of the bosses in the game are actually just going to be different kinds of weapons. So I'm going to let you guys know right now, spoiler alert, one of the bosses is probably going to be some kind of like twin dagger, where it's like two daggers floating on screen and like doing slashing attacks and like, you know, shooting projectiles and stuff. But yeah, just things like, you know, swords, daggers, maces, javelins, spears, just any weapon that's not a shield, right? Because I was like, well, what's the point if the enemies are already shields? If all the enemies are shields, what's the difference between the enemies and the bosses other than just a bigger version of them, right? So I was like, nah, screw that. I want to make like something different. So the bosses will be actual like different weapons. But yeah, here are the little enemy guys. All right, let's talk, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my phone so I can read it better. and I'm not like staring into your soul because the webcam is right where the chat is. So I'm going to bring it up on my phone. And oh, sorry about that. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but I was playing the video and I was playing sound. Okay, let's read some comments before we go. And then, yeah, we'll end it there. So let me catch back up to speed. Yeah, I agree. Everything that you do to help promote the game and build a community is also part of the working on the game. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Like, I don't think that this is a waste of time or anything. It's just I can't work as efficiently if I'm streaming every time. But yeah, that's dope. I'm excited about that. Katana, yeah, probably a katana. I think swords are too overplayed, you know? We got to do something a little bit different. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think... Also, let me know what you guys think about like the new terrains and stuff. I think that they look pretty good. I think they look at good as good background images. I might actually use this as the main menu. Hold on, let me test that out super quick. So it's not going to actually look like this in the real game. It'll obviously look better than this, but let's just like for a super quick sample. Let's see if we can put this in here. So we only have the main menu object. So let's click on this object. What is it called? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we got our main menu. That's the only object we have. Does this create a camera? That's what I'm trying to see. No, I don't think it does. So we can just do it directly in here. So we're just gonna say if global.menu equals 1, so if it's the main menu screen, we're gonna say we're gonna draw it behind everything else. We're gonna say draw set alpha. It's gonna equal 1. Draw set. I don't think we need anything else. I don't think we do. I think we can just draw our sprite. So we're just gonna draw sprite, and we're gonna do the same thing that I did in the other thing. We're gonna add some cool effects. If it does look good, where like the backgrounds do look good instead of just having a basic black background, then I'm going to be doing some cool effects where it's like maybe like the hue slightly changes and then it goes from like normal to like a red to a blue to a green or something. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But this game is very fun. Have you played it? Do you have the demo? I'm actually not sure. If you have played it and you do think it's fun, then thank you. The only problem is right now, the demo that I gave out is only local multiplayer. Like, you can't play by yourself. Like, there's no single player mode. So the people that got the game, the people that got the test demo, I mean, obviously it was a little while ago, so there's still a lot of things that I needed to add and fix up. And it's still pretty buggy, but just the core game, most people can't play because a lot of people don't really have people to play with. Most people play games over the internet and stuff like that, at least because it's like a computer Steam game. Most computer games are played, you know, by them, like people by themselves and stuff. So maybe I would have a bigger market on something like the Switch or something. But again, obviously I'd have to contact them and talk to Nintendo about it, but about getting it on the console. But let's just add, I think it's actually called background Windy Valley. We'll just put this one up for now. Sub image 0, and then we'll say the X is going to be 0, 0, and then room width and room height. I think we're good with just that. So let's see. This is going to be a super, super basic test, but this should look okay. It's pretty expensive, but it's way worth it. I think it's like $800 to maybe $1,000, but it's worth it. And like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, any money that I get from pre-sale, or if I get a publisher, you know, most of that money, obviously I have to cover living expenses first, but I'm keeping that on a very, very low end. I'm not expecting to be wealthy or anything off this game. Okay, let's just see if that looks okay. Does that work? I mean, it doesn't work quite yet, but okay, hold on, let's fix that. So what is it drawing to? I think that it's just ignoring. So we're just gonna do display. We're gonna do display get GUI height and display get GUI width. Because I'm actually not working with the room. That should work. Hopefully. Oh wait, no, because we're also not working with the the X and Y axis either. So we gotta do display get no, display, what is it? Something to do with X. I think it's just view. Or I guess we could just say, we could just take this. Where is it? I think that should work, right? I think so. If I just minus it off of itself. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I think that works. I just don't really know what I did. What's the size? I guess, I mean, if you wanted to draw something, then I would probably draw it as a 1920 by 1080p drawing, but it actually doesn't really matter. My drawing is super, super low quality. It's about, it's like 160 by 120 or something like that. And then obviously pixel art, like pixel art scales. But like if you're doing a non-pixel art drawing, which I'm probably aiming more towards pixel art drawings, but if you're doing something like that, then obviously make sure that it can be scaled up to a 1920 by 1080 monitor. But again, I don't know for sure if I would be able to include the art, but I mean, I would be more than happy if you were to if we bounce back some ideas back and forth. That'd be cool. Again, originally I really wanted to just make everything on my own for this game. So far I have all the art, all the music, all the programming, everything has been done. Like nobody else has touched any kind of source code or anything with this game. I've gotten a little bit of help from my brother. We've just been, because he also does some coding stuff, so we've just been working together to try to figure some things out. But you know, we don't like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't worked with anybody else, so but I'm open to it. I'm open to it now. So I think if this is gonna stay, I'm gonna have to probably do some things to this background, like make it animated. I don't like how it's like stationary. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think it looks very, like, the game looks very dull. But a huge thing that I'm going to have to do is maybe add in little particles in the background and stuff. And then I'm probably also going to have to outline these three things here. I'm going to have to outline them out in like black or something, because they just blend way too much into the background. And what I can probably do as well is just super quick, I'll do a super quick test with it, but I can actually probably just bring the alpha down so that it's not like super in your face. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Copy that. I'm gonna paste it in here, and we're just gonna change this to the windy forest. Actually, no, because they're basically the same thing. So we're gonna actually put it to the town. Let's see what the town looks like in here. But yeah, we are gonna be ending the stream soon. So thank you everybody for like coming out and talking and watching. It's been a blast. I just want to see if this works. But who knows? We'll see. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to add like a sun and kind of make it go across. My brother, again, he's kind of like my main, you know, person I talk to about making decisions for the games and creating ideas. But anyway, he had the idea that it would be pretty cool if... Okay, that in itself doesn't look good, but I think I can maybe work with that. Maybe. But yeah, it just blends in way too much. So I would probably have to make the background darker, and I don't know, I would have to do some stuff. But I think that it could work in using the backgrounds for the game as the wallpaper for the main menus. I think it could work, but right now it doesn't. Right now it doesn't look very good, but I think it could work. I just want to see, maybe the town just looks very weird. So let's try with the Wizard's Forest. But I think for sure the first thing that I would have to do is make the controls menu piece thing. I'd have to make it not transparent. It'd have to be a solid color. But yeah, let's see what this looks like. But thank you. If Jesus is still here, thank you for that idea of using draw sprite. What was it? Something about the particles drawing to the sprite. That is a wonderful idea. I completely forgot that you could actually do that, because I don't think that the squares are cutting it. Alright, so we got something like that. And then something kind of like that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, thanks. That was a good suggestion. Alright. Let's join in. Make sure that this works. So what we didn't test with is, I didn't actually test. I didn't test actually seeing if the effect goes away. So let's just not do that. Okay, so right now we have the thing going, which we still need to move over and fix. But it looks okay. And then actually if we pick this up, I guess that would also trigger the effect. But anyway. So there we go. We have one charge left, so it's still happening. And then use the other charge and it resets. The sprite goes away and we no longer have the thing. I think it's a little bit, if I might have kind of screwed myself over here, but I think it's kind of a bit too much. I think that having both effects is too much. Like, let's compare. Which one do you guys think is better? This is the last question that I'm going to ask you for the stream. But which one do you think is better? Because I'm personally thinking that just adding that effect might be just too much. I think that the shine on its own is enough for you to know that you have something, but I don't know. You can let me know. I think it's a bit too much, but maybe people like that. Maybe people like that it, you know, does that whole thing. But yeah, you guys can let me know. Let me know what you think. If I should keep it or not keep it. So if player 1's is better or if player 2's is better. I don't really know. This guy has no jump height. I don't think he can make it. You think that it's better with just the shine? Yeah, I think so too. I think that I can use that particle or a particle similar to it for something else. I might do an effect kind of like that, but on when you highlight over a menu button, like in the main menu. Can be delayed? Do you mean like the shine can be delayed? Like have the shine not happen as frequent? Because I think that it does happen very frequently. I think that just adding in a couple more frames would make it look better. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to end it there. Today's stream was pretty chill. We didn't really get much done, honestly. It was mainly just an update of what I've been doing and what I plan to be doing in the near future. I'm just really excited about everything that's happening, or that's going to be happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to have the meditation video coming out on the 1st, so I'm actually going to be working on that a lot. I only have a couple days left. I think tomorrow is the last day of the 30-day meditation. So then I'm going to take the next week to work on editing that video slowly. Probably just like an hour or two a day. Because obviously, again, developing the game is the main focus right now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to spend some time on that. Work on that, and then I'll get that out for you guys. And then we'll make a devlog soon. When I get a lot of this stuff in, all the lighting, the particle effects and all that stuff, I'll do another devlog. Hopefully I can do it a little bit better editing and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. It's been a blast. Thank you for everyone who showed up. Make sure if you're watching and you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll be making content soon. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Anyway, bye.